Louisiana grown and Louisiana proud. We get to know your favorite stars, from musicians and athletes to business owners and artists. Restoral Dental presents Homegrown, a KLFY Plus exclusive.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Homegrown, getting to know your favorite locals. Today, we get to visit with the lovely Skye Issac. Skye, we are so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. It's so cool in here. I love the setup and everything.
I know,
and I'm with
it's
you.
new. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
And we have a local celeb here. You're not living locally anymore, but that's okay. You still claim Louisiana.
Oh, yes.
So.
Born and raised here. This is my home.
We're so excited. We know that you're out there making it big in LA. You've done some recent, really fun things that we'll get to talk about today. Singing with Ray, performing at the Freakier Friday premiere. So much fun stuff. Releasing an album in July. So we'll get to all that. But I want to talk about where it all started. You started singing at the age of 4.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I mean, that's like right after learning how to put sentences together.
Literally, it's been my thing my whole life.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of music being played in the home, a very musically inclined family. So as a very small child, I just started humming and then singing, and then eventually it got to, making a lot of noise and singing 24/7. Like
I'm sure your parents love that.
Yeah, they can tell you a lot about that.
Yeah, we do have your lovely mom here today.
Yeah, she's here. She's always right with me.
I love that. Your little sidekick.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, she's the best.
So whenever you, like you said, started humming at 4 and started singing along to songs, when was it, though, that you decided, or maybe your family realized, like, oh, she has a voice on her?
I think I was around 8 years old, and I remember we were, as a family, we were all riding in the car listening to Mariah Carey, and a song came on where she does like a whistle note.
Okay.
And I did it, and they stopped the car and turned around, and they were like, "What did you just do?" And I was like, and then I just did it again, and I was like, and they were like, "Oh, like this is really could be a gift for her." And they just saw how passionate I was about it. I mean, I was like little tiny kid putting cassette tapes in and just listening in my room by myself. Like, it's just always been my thing. That's part of what makes me so grateful that I'm here now still doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you've been perfecting your craft for many years now. When was your first performance? Was it like a talent show or anything like that? Or was it just, singing for family?
Well, yeah, those were my first performances. Yeah. Goodness gracious. My family can tell you about those. Any gathering, any holiday, anything, they knew to set aside a time for Skye's show. And there might be more than one segment to that show.
Oh, I love
so those
that.
are my first, my first performances, just wanting to share music with people. But I think my very first performance in front of people was a national anthem performance. It might have been at school or with, at the veterans, yearly veterans event they would do. And I think that's maybe the response from that and how I felt kind of like solidified. Like, I want to keep doing this. So I went on to like perform in schools and do talent shows, and anywhere I could, I was getting on that stage.
Who was your favorite artist to do covers of?
Oh, well, I'd say Mariah Carey. She's definitely like my vocal inspiration, but I would sing Shania Twain, You're Still the One. What else would I do? Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You. Mostly ballads was what I was interested in when I was younger. I just loved like singing big and loud and like the drama. Like, it was it was my favorite.
So would you say that's kind of what your music is like now, or sort of where you gain inspiration from for your own songs?
I definitely gain inspiration from the music that I listened to as a child, because my parents, they were very intentional about playing aspirational and inspirational music. And I think that's why I became a dreamer, So the music that I put out is very much so about the more simple, relatable things in life. And yeah, I'd say those were that really influenced me. But I have some ballads, I have some pop tunes, I have upbeat tunes, I have more, emotional records. So I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a nice little mix that
Yeah.
we get from you.
Yeah.
When did you start writing music?
Maybe around 12 or 13
Wow,
years
that's
old.
young.
But I really started taking songwriting seriously around 17 years old. I'd
Okay.
say that's when I really started paying attention to who were the songwriters of some of my favorite songs and some of the most iconic songs like Kenneth Babyface and Diane Warren, and also artists that people don't really know wrote like 90% of their songs, like Mariah Carey. She has like 21, I think, number one hits, and she wrote 18 of them.
Wow.
People don't know that behind all those hits, Always Be My Baby, Hero, We Belong Together, she wrote all of those songs. So that started to really inspire me to not only pay attention to the talent of my voice and my stage presence, but storytelling and songwriting.
And that's what I find so fascinating. And also, I'm just like, how do they do it? People who have a beautiful voice and can perform very well, but you're also writing music. So, you have to, you have to be smart to
You have to be
able
very
to
intelligent.
write. Yeah.
Very, very intelligent, because there's so many ways you can approach songwriting. And once you find your way and you hone in on it and perfect that craft, it can really become your legacy. And there's artists that are like that, and I admire them so much, like Adele, like there's just so many of them that have that incredible voice, but you didn't know they were also the pen behind those songs as well. It's really inspired me.
Yeah, and that's such a hard thing to do. So, that's amazing. Proud of you.
Thank you.
And so you moved from Louisiana to LA. When was that?
This was in 2016.
Okay, so it's been a while, almost 10 years. Whoa. Okay, well, we're running out of time in this segment, so let's talk about that next, what that transition was like. Two very different places, Louisiana
very, very
and
different.
LA.
They're both called LA, but
yeah,
not the same in the slightest.
not at all. All right, Skye, we'll be right back with more of her story. You guys, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, you guys. This episode of Homegrown with Skye Issac. Skye, we left off talking about your move from Louisiana to LA. What was that like for you?
Oh, gosh. Well, it happened in sort of an unexpected way. I was chosen to do a TV show with Kelly Rowland, where she was putting together a girl group. Kelly Rowland of Destiny's Child and Frank Gatson, the legendary choreographer behind Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, all Beyonce stuff, basically. They created a TV show called Chasing Destiny, where they were looking for girls to put together an iconic girl group. And my mom actually submitted me. I did not know she submitted me. Surprise! And I got a call saying, hey, Kelly wants you to come audition. So that's actually what brought me to LA. There was, they did auditions all over the country, and they picked 15 girls, and I was one of them. Wow. So that brought me to LA for a few months to film. And so I had been there before, but I really got to spend time there, and I learned more about the opportunities there. And that's what brought me to LA. Yeah.
So you stayed for a few months and then you came home?
Stayed for a few months to film, came home for a little while, but I knew that LA was gonna be the move. So that's what brought me to LA, and it was the best thing I could have done.
Yeah. And I know family stayed here in Louisiana. You went to LA. So mentally, what was that like, sort of leaving home, leaving what you've always known and going chase your dreams?
Funny enough, it was totally normal. Okay. Because me and my family always knew I was going to leave at some point. Yeah. Since I was a kid, I always knew it was either going to be probably New York, Nashville, or LA. So it just so happened I got to know LA in an unexpected way. And so that it just became a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun. I remember the first place I got was right in the middle of Hollywood.
Wow.
And so going from Lafayette, Louisiana to Hollywood, California, in Hollywood, where I could see the Hollywood sign from my street, it was like a culture shock in the best way.
Yeah. You probably felt like you were living in a dream. That's
It
how I
felt
would
like
feel.
a dream. Every day I'd wake up and just walk outside and, everything's walkable in that area and just be like, wow, like all the hustle and bustle and everybody's doing something. Everybody's got some type of motion, some type of business they're attending to, and everybody's moving so fast and honking the cars. And it was just, I had been there before, but being there every day just really opened my eyes to how many opportunities are out there and just how much there is to do there. It's crazy. Yeah. Still to this day, like there's always something new. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that, I mean, you'll never be bored. That's for sure.
Never. No, there's always something happening. Some type of party, some type of themed event, some type of parade. Something's always happening.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time. Man, I need to visit. I've actually never been to LA before. I have family in San Diego, but a little bit of a drive from LA. So
San Diego. You would love LA. You would
check it out.
You would love it.
I'll come visit you, Skye, next time I'm going to California.
Oh, girl. Listen, if you come, I got you. We'll have fun.
I trust you. Yeah, I trust you. Now let's talk about your first single that you released. I think that was in 2020, so it was a few years after you moved to LA.
Yeah, I'd say this is like, it was my first official single. I have had released music in the future. I had an album called Belle of the Boot, which was really my first Zydeco album, which was back in 2016. But that one, I just made a bunch of CDs and gave them out. It wasn't on the platforms.
Yeah.
And also a couple of other rock songs called New Girl and Won't Wait. But yes, this was my first official release, and it's like, it was my take on a new jack swing genre, really fun about it. It was a lot of fun and something I was very excited about. It was the beginning of, I guess, my recording artist career that I have right now. It was the beginning of that.
And just to kind of like for myself and for anyone watching to sort of understand this industry better and your career better, is there any sort of like hump that you have to get over? Like, is it super scary and nerve-wracking to release that first official song and then it's easier after that, or how does it work?
I think it's different for everybody.
Okay.
I have lots of friends that their journey of releasing music was different. Some of my friends and acquaintances started in a group, or they started with a duet, or they started just songwriting for other artists and then slowly got into writing their own songs and putting them out. Yeah. And I also have friends that are still mustering it up, to share. It's really sharing, and that's the vulnerable part about it, is that you are an artist and you are choosing what to put out there, and it could be a feeling of, gosh, this is something that's going to be judged. It just is. Yeah. So you have to be very proud of it. You have to love it. When you love something, you don't really pay much attention to the response. You want a great response, but you've put so much love and care into it to where you're happy with it no matter what. And that's what I make sure to do with my music. It's something I love, something I believe in, something with subject matter that matters to me, something that I want to listen to. And I know that, as an artist, especially independent artists today, you have to trust that you're going to find your people.
Yeah. And being proud of yourself and your product is probably the most important thing, because other people are going to feed off of your confidence.
Yes. When you present it to them with excitement, and whenever you are creating content and sharing it, and even giving the backstory behind it, that's something I'm excited to do soon, is go through every one of my songs, sit down and talk about the story behind it, because you wouldn't believe that, I was out eating tacos at a taco truck and just went back to the studio with one of my friends and we were sitting down talking. A lot of times songs come from just conversations and or just a place in life that you're at where you're like, I think people can relate to this. Let's create something around this. Yeah. So it's I enjoy hearing the backstory from other artists and I'm like, whoa, that all came from that. Like you would never guess. So I think artists should share that too. It helps connect for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I love hearing what songs like really mean on a deeper level, especially from artists like yourself who they write their own music. So it's most likely about something that happened in their life. And they're telling their story through music. So I love hearing the backstory. So I can't wait for you to release what all your songs
I'm gonna
are
do
about.
that for sure because sometimes in person I'm people will ask me and I love sharing it and it's always a surprised response or like, wow, I would have never guessed that. So it's nice to kind of pull the veil back on the behind the scenes, things like that.
Yeah. Well, we are going to be on the lookout on, I guess, your socials for
Please
these
do.
These storytelling sessions about what all of Skye's songs are about.
Yes.
Very exciting. We'll be right back with more with Skye Issac after the break. Welcome back to Homegrown, you guys. Visiting with Skye Issac today, singer-songwriter from right here in Lafayette, Louisiana, now living in LA. And we've learned so much about you so far. And I want to talk about some of the exciting things that you've been a part of recently out in LA. I mean, I was, of course, digging through your social media. You sang with Ray. I love her.
Yes.
What was that like?
Oh, my goodness. I could go on and on about her.
Aww.
But she is I believe she's a generational talent. I believe she will go down as a legend. She has all the makings of it. She's an incredible songwriter. Her voice is just out of this world. Amazing. And even the emotions that she projects in her performances, it's a breath of fresh air. She's a breath of fresh air. And everyone feels that way about her. And I really admire those types of artists. I love artists that even in today's world still strive for greatness and they create classic music even in 2025. So to be working with her it's an honor for me. It's a learning experience too. I've been doing this for a really long time and what's so refreshing about working with her is it's a challenge every time. Her background vocals, her arrangements are not the typical things that you will hear. So it takes some practice and I got to do my homework. I never really have to do those things. I listen to it on the way there and I'm like, okay, got it. Not with her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been awesome. The Today Show, last week in New York was just so much fun. I love New York too. So it was just so amazing being there. And I didn't know that the Mark Ronson would be joining us on stage as well, which, he's the one producer behind Valerie, Amy Winehouse, Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk. He's worked with everybody, Lady Gaga, everybody. So it's just awesome being in the room. And I learn a lot, which is probably my favorite part.
Yeah, you are, surrounded by so many amazing people who I think can really get you so far, it sounds like. I mean, all these like wonderful producers and choreographers and Ray. And so, I mean, I think you're getting up there.
Oh,
you're
thank you.
up there.
Yes, it's an environment where you can learn. Like when you see people doing things the right way. Ray, she prioritizes the art. She prioritizes greatness. She prioritizes the energy around her as well. It's like seeing her camp, it's like a well-oiled machine, but it's not robotic. It's very much the heart and soul of it is like it's there.
Yeah.
So I've learned a lot from that. And yes, connections, like that's how I got the gig in the first place. It's like who you know. It's not so much auditions and stuff anymore. It's just people know you have the skill set if you fit the description, you get the call like, hey, you're doing the Today Show. Like, hey, you're doing the Grammys. I'm like, what? This is really happening. But I think, I tell people, go for your dream. It will happen.
Yeah, if you believe it'll happen, it'll happen.
If you believe it and you don't quit, it will happen.
Yeah.
It will. I'm like, I want to scream into the mountains.
Everybody just go
don't quit. Yeah. Please, I'm begging you.
Work. And then Freakier Friday, the premiere.
Oh, yeah, that was
That's
fun.
cool.
That was cool.
Your outfit was so fun too.
Thank you. The green.
Yeah,
it was fun. The Disney has always been a dream of mine to work with. So at this point, I've done quite a lot with Disney. And it's always a pinch in me moment when I get that call. Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
I know.
Everyone was
Chad
there.
Michael Murray. You were in their vicinity.
Yes,
that's so cool.
Everyone was there. And I heard that they really enjoyed the performance, which was like, that's cool.
They know who I am.
Yeah, that's so cool. And lots of other people were at the premiere, so you're seeing all these, and it's really great to perform there because, listen, you never know who's gonna hear you. You never know what it's gonna lead to. A lot of times there are people discussing you that you don't even know until you get that call. So the Disney gigs are always just amazing. It's kind of like unbelievable sometimes.
Yeah. How do you handle the nerves, being on the Today Show and performing at a premiere for such a big movie with some huge names? What is it like to know, people are probably in this audience who could help me really skyrocket my career?
Well, you saying that reminds me of I did SNL, Saturday Night Live, with Solange, and long story short, they're counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here you're on live, and guess who I see step right in front of me?
Not right before. Who?
Beyonce.
Oh no!
Right in front, right there, like less than 5 feet away from me.
And were you freaking out?
Inside I was, but you're talking about the nerves of things. You have to just
keep your cool.
You have to just keep it together. But I will say, I think it's like anybody that's been doing something for so long, performing has just always been my thing. And so since I was little, the nerves just fall away bit by bit. So honestly, I don't get nervous anymore. It's rare. It's very, very, very rare. A lot of times it's a situation where maybe I have choreography and singing at the same time, and certain situations will make me nervous, but I don't really get nervous anymore because I do it all the time. Yeah, it's literally I do it full time. So that's cool because I get to have fun.
Yes,
the nerves are off and I can just have fun.
Yeah, well, and that's on confidence.
Okay.
Confidence is key.
It comes with time.
Yes,
it comes
absolutely.
With time. It comes with practice. It comes with not giving up.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back with more with Skye Issac right after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Homegrown, everyone. Chatting with Skye Issac today, singer-songwriter from Lafayette, Louisiana, living in LA now. You recently released your newest album, Doocy. That was in July. We need to hear all about it.
Oh, I'm so happy about this, and it's one of the things that I'm the most proud of. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's just basically a dedication to my home where I was born and raised, Louisiana, specifically Acadiana, but it's really for all of Louisiana, and I'm very, very proud of it.
Yeah, you have some other local big names on the album with you.
I feel so lucky. Yes, the album is featuring so many legendary Louisiana talented singers and musicians, like my family, Buckwheat Zydeco Jr., it's featuring Rusty Matoir, Cha Cha Studios, Cedric Watson, Johnny Quinn, Major Handy, Cameron Nelson. It was just I can't believe that I was able to get so many amazing people on this, but I'm so grateful, and it turned out awesome. It's like my love letter to Louisiana.
Yeah. So tell us about the vibe of this album, Ducey.
Well, I would describe Ducey as a Zydeco infusion album because there's some Zydeco, there's some country, some bluesy sounds, and some that kind of fuse it all together. But it's something that I think a lot of people, especially from here, will enjoy and relate to because I talk about holidays like Mardi Gras, I talk about Louisiana, and it has those sounds that that we love and we're all so familiar with. Yeah. But I've also gotten a great response from friends and fans not from Louisiana, and they're like, "What is this sound? It's like a fusion between all kinds of things that I've never heard before," and I'm like, "That's Zydeco, baby.
Yeah.
That's Louisiana. I just put you on." And I'm really excited to do that and to hopefully get them to listen to other artists from here and just learn more about our culture. It sparked an interest in others that like really made me happy.
Yeah, it's so cool that your listeners are so widespread. That way, like you said, you can show them what Louisiana is all about.
Yeah, I've had people go on under the comments on my social media and ask me like, "What is this I'm listening to?" And I'm like, "It's Zydeco," or it's Zydeco fusion. Like, check it out. Check out some more artists. And I really love that because when I am put onto new music, it's like such a special thing for me to discover. So I'm happy to share that with others. And I think that is what's cool about having a base here and in California.
Yeah, yeah. And so tell us more about, being from such a small area, tight-knit area, and, working on such a large scale. What's the response like from people back here at home? Do you find you have like a really good support system back here?
I do. I find that they're just very supportive, very proud. One of my favorite comments to get is like, "You're making Acadiana proud. You're making Louisiana proud." That means the world to me because Louisiana is just everything to me. You can ask all my friends in California. They're like, they'll hit me up. I'm like, I'm home in Louisiana. They're like, "You just got back from there." I'm like, "So what?" Anytime I have a week off or something like that, I'm coming home. This is my home. This is my favorite place in the world. There's nothing like it. I tell everybody, go to Louisiana, go to Acadiana specifically, okay? And you'll get why I told you to go there.
Yeah, this is the best part of Louisiana, you guys. And I will die on that hill because I have some people like, "Oh, you don't ever want to move to like New Orleans or Shreveport?" I'm like, why would I want to do that?
We love those places, but
but I like it here.
Listen, we have to put them on.
Yeah.
We have to tell them.
If you're watching and you don't live here, come
Right.
here.
Come here. I'm telling you.
Skye's fans, come here.
Yes.
So we know that, this will be airing after your performances here at home, but that's really exciting. You get to perform for your local fans while you're here. But what's coming up for you? I mean, any more big projects? You just got done with a big one, so I don't know. Are you resting? Or?
Well, it doesn't stop.
Okay.
It doesn't stop. Lots of new music coming this fall, actually. A new EP coming in a sort of a different style, kind of in the rock
Okay.
country feel.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about that. It's just, it's like the more music that I make, the more excited I am to make more. It's like it just never stops. So that's coming up. And yes, I'm going to be coming back home periodically throughout the rest of the year. So there'll be lots more times to check out some shows and just keeping it going.
Hey, well, we've loved having you, and I'm going to say it. You said you love hearing this, but we truly are so proud that you are, putting Acadiana on the map, and we're happy that you love Louisiana so much and you come back home and perform for us. But thank you so much for joining me today on Homegrown.
Thank you, lovely. I appreciate you.
Of course. Skye Issac, you guys follow her on socials. Check out when her next shows will be. What is your Instagram? Skye Issac.
Skye Issac Music everywhere.
There we go.
Check it out.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Homegrown this week with Skye Issac.
Homegrown is sponsored by Restoral Dental.